This is Getting Wild, Gaming Yarns here, and I'm back for episode 3 and 4 breakdown of the Helix station. So, let's begin. We start off with another Ripper propaganda ad, about a kid who is joining the UJC so his college tuition can get paid. So many similarities to real life. The words they use: we need you, protect your community from the outerway terrorists, help protect our minds from the syndicate raiders, defend our way of life, be the security force of the UJC, and take a stand protecting the patrolled zone. The outerway interrupt and warn of the lies and abuse of the UJC, and every day they suffer and perish under the control of the UJC. Very ominous. A teleprompted script reader re-interrupts: if you cooperate with the outerway, you will be arrested and put in jail, or tracked down as a fugitive and killed. See episode 2. Big Mouth is standing in his melting popsicle and Percy is blowing up the BIP security. That's the Black Iron prison. I'm just going to call it BIP from now on just to cut it short. This thing has a mouth that could comfortably swallow a small child, they say. A picture indeed painted very well. She says there is tentacles sticking out of its back, which means this big boy is mutating. Great! They threaten them about being left out of the loop and head to the cockpit. Cockpit. They hear some noises and investigate. We discover a teenage girl named Juniper, who is the daughter of the scientist fugitive who grew up watching her dad experimenting on the biophage. Interesting twist. They treat her terribly and Percy stands up for her. This Pendergrass seems like a total dick. I feel like her name Juniper is a tongue-in-cheek joke on Jupiter. Probably not. Mezca clearly knows something more than what he is revealing. They tell her dad is dead. Oof, real brutal way of telling her. And she reveals he is a scientist named Lennox Thompson. Another name you should look out for in the game. We have a Percy flashback with little kids shouting, "I don't want to die!" Also with a Nicole-type whisper, "Don't leave us." We find out Percy is a junkie on painkillers, which we knew, but the other characters didn't know. Banter, banter, banter. She's a junkie, you lied to us, you know the drill. In the flashback, it sounds like the people on Helix burnt up to a crisp. They want to move Big Mouth off the ship, which is confusing as the ship will go back to Black Iron, so why are they removing it back to Helix Station? Percy wants to destroy it. Hindsight 2020 with what's about to happen, hey Percy? Then they mention flying back to Black Iron with the biophage. I'm a little bit lost here. Please correct me in the comments. The BIP guards move the biophage into the dock and lock up Juniper. Metzger gets questioned and tells Pendy he is on a need-to-know basis. He reveals his true intentions about getting the biophage back to Black Iron and killing all the others. Pendergrass shows a bit of humanity here, as he wasn't actually serious about killing everyone, but Metzger clearly does. We are informed that the scientist is meeting up with the outerway, and they are bad news. I'm not totally sold on this, as I think the UJC is saying the outerway is bad just to weaken their credibility, spread some propaganda, blah 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 blah. We'll find out more when the game comes out, but I'm not completely convinced. But why the outerway wants the biophage is the concerning part to me. I'll leave that up to you guys to have a think about. Percy and Kane have a yarn about Kane looking after her, and she is very appreciative of that. They have a chat to Juniper about the name of it, hinting at the biophage, and if the Black Iron catch up, they're dead. Juniper be like, bio place? Bio... I don't know, something like that. UJC don't want info, they just want the monster. Juniper says her dad wants to undo the damage he has done, which tells me he was early on in the experimenting part. Potentially. I don't know, just speculation. All of this is speculation until we've actually played the game, So he enlists the help of the outerway. Juniper mentions her dad can trust Danny, I reckon. Danny, I'm assuming, is the same Danny from Callisto. I did say in earlier videos that Danny was outerway. I'm sure this is what's confirming it for me. They hide Juniper in the vents. Just like mutant aliens, shit's about to get wild. They all square up and confront the BIP specialists, but all while in the background, the ice finally melts and we meet Big Mouth. Big Mouth is dazed and confused. Alright, but then spits out mutated grubs. Not alright. Big Mouth charges. Bullets don't really do much. I suppose they should have shot the tentacles first. Hey, ugly! Eat this! I love a good aliens reference. They get it done. And we find out Metzger got a grub down his throat and instantly, I repeat, instantly changes and mutates into something gross. Metzger kills Kane and the ep ends. These motherfuckers know how to leave you on a cliffhanger. Percy shouting Kane's name. No, Kane! That's not really what it sounded like, but that's my impersonation. Really makes you question what, where, how, why, when the virus evolves. Is it grubs or what? And now, episode 4, Severed. I wonder what's going to get severed. the station, like radio contact? Maybe someone gets severed in half? I don't know. Let's find out. We start off with Percy trying to save Kane. How he died we don't know, but he is dead. Well, we do know he just got brutally killed, but not like exactly the split second that he died. Audio drama. If we had visuals, it'd be amazing. They lose Juniper, but they know she's in the vent, so she's good. Just like Newt, you know, hiding and whatnot. They keep shooting while running, tension-filled, brimming to the surface. Percy has another panic attack, like, geez, how many more is she gonna have? Her flashback, more death, who has Percy let die? We will find out in the next episode, I'm sure of it. So Metzger is mutated in a biophage very rapidly from the grub. Begs the question, is the worms the only way to transfer the virus, or is it the blood or a bite from a rodent perhaps? Wink wink, nudge nudge. They can't trust Pendergast, he is just too fiery, and they head to the freezer. Pun intended. Food is still hanging in the freezer and more whispers. They talk about flanking the new biophage Metzger and getting off this station. They call a truce for now, which is good. The irony of Juniper calling Pendergast slow will punch a little differently soon, I'm sure of it. They feel like they're being followed, which they are. Gummers are their names. Colonists who have been affected by the radiation who were left on Helix. They chant and can talk. They understand basic commands. This brings up more interesting questions. An apparent Ganymede old wives' tale, but I guess it's a bit more of a reality now because they see them. They are called Gummers as they are irradiated humans, and over time radiation weakens you and your hair and teeth fall out. Radiation pustules all over their back. They're bald and sunken. Sunken, I'm guessing slouching. No teeth, so, you know, gummers. Yeah, you get the gist. They mention jungle sounds over the speakers in the new area, which is reminiscent of the habitat section on Callisto, tying in the game to the podcast and lore that they are creating. Magnificent. Percy spots some gummers and tries to walk past. They question whether they are hostile or not. The way they are described seems very grunt-like from Callisto. A gummer jumps in front and tells them his mate ate the worm. The fact that they can think begs more questions. Is this human virus affected? Just pure radiation? What are these gummers? Are they enemies? Are they friends?
The ceiling's going! Take cover!
Glass lands on Pendergrass. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but here we are. Percy lays them down. She tells the gummer to scram. He does. He has a sense of humor.
How many people live here?
72. No. 71 now.
They travel to the machine room, get a prosthetic leg, and cut that damn thing off. Percy uses her drugs to keep him cool. When she runs out in an episode or two, shit will get wild. You can count on that. They really make a point of removing this leg in every which way from Sunday. They try cutting it off, they stompy stomp, and then they finally cauterize it, meaning they burn the hole shut. Yo, that sucks. I hurt my finger and had to use a lighter before, so, you know, I can empathize him with, I guess. I wonder if Metzger can smell the blood and track them down that way. Back and Forth reveals Percy lost her parents when she was young, and Kane took her in and became like a dad to her. That's why she is so upset that Kane died. They're not just partners. They've been together for so long. Percy passes out. Flashback time. Kane is telling Percy to save him. Makes me wonder if Kane is still alive or a far distant flashback for Percy. Most likely a far distant flashback because, you know, that's the running theme of these pain-driven flashbacks, I guess. Pendergrass starts cracking jokes about staying on Helix, but he makes a little sense about staying and trying to suffocate the virus here. Little does he know, I suppose. Called it! Percy threatens taking Pendergrass's hand so she can get off the planet with his BIP ID. She doesn't want to stay. She doesn't know whether she can go down to where they have to go and blow up the Carpenter Drive, even though I'm pretty sure that is why the radiation leaked originally. I don't know, we'll see. Well, Percy threatens to tell her story. Join me soon on Deconstructing episode 5 and 6 when they release. Like and subscribe, follow, you know, do all that kind of stuff, watch my other videos. Callisto's going to be huge, and I'm doing some videos on it. Peace.